Characteristics of an effective counselor: self-awareness, that is, counselors who are self-aware are likely to have a clear perception of their own and clients' needs and accurately assesses both. Here I have an objection. That is, when it is written that client's needs and counselor needs. I personally feel that the mental issues are social aspects, and counselor should not strive for earning more money from the counseling. In other words, the good counselor is one who will finish the counseling in minimum number of sessions and with optimum amount of charges. Otherwise, I need money and client can give it, so I will extend the number of sessions. That attitude should not be there. Empathy. Empathy is understanding emotion of client as well as matching it with the emotion of the counselor. Means matching the emotion with the knowledge of the counselor and then further treating the counselee in such a manner that he should be happy and he should be productive. Unconditional positive regard. Counselor should have non-judgmental, positive and genuine dispositions. Means, just yesterday I was telling Reena, don't go without judgment, don't go with preparation. So Reena, this is the one, non-judgmental, positive and genuine disposition.
Yes, sir.
Genuineness. A genuine interest in the client is a must for counseling process to succeed. Means you have to understand the client. Your interest should be genuine. Genuine interest means your interest should not be in earning money. Your interest should be in making your counseling productive, making your counseling happy. That should be your main interest. Of course, a side interest, a next interest can be earning money, but main interest should not be earning money. And the worst part is that many of the counselors and the psychologists I have seen around me are more interested in money. They literally terminate the counseling session immediately after 1 hour or 65 minutes, saying that now your time is over, madam, you come next time, we'll discuss next time. I have another important work, I have another meeting. These are very polite and respectful statement they do. I have a next meeting, madam. Another client is waiting for me. There is nobody waiting. There is no next counseling, but they terminate it. This is worst part actually. Warmth. Warmth implies attentiveness as well as patience to listen. I have explained you. Then attentiveness. Attending the problem of the client is very, very important. Attending the feeling of the client is very, very important. Attending to client's thought pattern is very, very important. Concreteness. It is the ability to listen to what is being said by the client instead of what is being implied. Counselor is a thinker. Counselor can draw the conclusion easily. Counselor can understand the meaning of what is said. It means implied meaning can be given, For example, a lady is coming with the marital issue and she says, I have a problem with my husband. We have just completed 2 years of marriage and I am not happy with my husband. He is earning well, but he don't give me time. He just treat me as a maid. He don't love me. And she is describing the nature of the husband. Now, if a counselor says, oh, this is a common phenomena, nowadays it is very common, in 60% of cases, after 1 year or after 2 years of marriage, husband loses interest in wife or wife loses interest in husband. Nothing wrong with it. That is not a concreteness. That is not a concreteness. So what you have done, you have captured the implied meaning. She said her problem and you have implied it in your own context, it is in arena of your own knowledge. That is implied meaning. You have captured the implied meaning. No, don't do that. You have to understand concretely. Concreteness का मतलब क्या होता है? It means the issue you have to understand as it is told to you. The issue you have to understand as it is told to you. Just a week ago, I have interacted with one client. She is from Pune, basically from Nagpur, having basic nature of high on impulsiveness and high on aggression. Even in childhood, she might be hyperactive also. She is facing problem with the husband's family. She is a modern lady, educated lady, working lady, and husband also claimed that he is facing problem from the lady. The lady and her father came to me. Even father said, sir, I know my daughter, she is like that only. Sir, उसके हस्बैंड का कोई इशू नहीं है सर, वो बहुत अच्छा है, प्रॉब्लम है ना मेरी बेटी के साथ ही, सर कुछ भी करो इसको रिपेयर करो. अब उस प्रॉब्लम को मैंने 3-4 लोगों से सुन लिया कि प्रॉब्लम बेटी के साथ है, और उसने मुझे बताया. अब उसने मुझे क्या बताया, सर मेरी सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है, मैं जब भी अपने ससुराल जाती हूँ तो ये मेरे हस्बैंड है ना, किसी भी बात पर मेरे सास से, मेरे देवर से, मेरे देवरानी से, किसी भी बात पर अगर हमारी तू मैं हो जाती है तो ये मेरे हस्बैंड है ना मेरा सपोर्ट नहीं करते, मेरे को अकेले को लड़ना पड़ता है, मैं अकेली फाइट करती हूँ. तो बोले एक आधा उदाहरण बताओ. तो बोले सर अभी हम 7 दिन पहले गए थे और मैंने, बोले मेरी सास और मेरे ससुर अलग अलग रहते हैं. मेरी सास छोटे बेटे के पास रहते हैं और ससुर बड़े बेटे के पास रहते हैं, और मेरा हस्बैंड बीच वाला है. तो मैंने कहा कि बताओ. तो बोले सर मैं जीन्स पहन के मेरे ससुर जी से मिलने गई थी, मैं वो थोड़े से मॉडर्न नेचर के हैं, वहाँ पर उतना प्रॉब्लम भी नहीं था. तो ये इन्फॉर्मेशन कैसे मेरे सास को मिली, जब मैं मेरे सास के यहाँ गई तो मेरे सास ने सवाल उठा दिए कि जीन्स पहन के ससुर जी के यहाँ जाना पड़ता क्या. अब देखो सर, बोले मैं तो कोई उसके घर में तो नहीं गई थी जीन्स पहन के, मैं उसके घर में तो साड़ी पहन के थी, मेरे सास को क्या लेना देना है मैं जीन्स पहन के मेरे ससुर जी के यहाँ जाती हूँ. उसके ससुराल वाले ट्रेडिशनल हैं, ट्रेडिशन में, और इस बात को लेके उसका और सास का झगड़ा हो गया, तू मैं हो गई. अब इस तू में द लेडी इज एक्सपेक्टिंग हेल्प ऑफ द हस्बैंड, कि हस्बैंड उसको सपोर्ट करे, क्योंकि हस्बैंड भी मॉडर्न है, हस्बैंड को कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं कि उसकी वाइफ जीन्स पहनती क्या। तो उसका ऑब्जेक्शन सिर्फ एक बात पर था, मेरे हस्बैंड ने मेरे को सपोर्ट क्यों नहीं किया। अगर मैं उसको यहाँ पर फैमिली से रिलेटेड, कल्चर से रिलेटेड, ट्रेडिशन से रिलेटेड भाषण अगर मैं देता और मैं उसको ये समझाने की कोशिश करता, बिकॉज आई हैव इम्प्लाइड मीनिंग इन माई हैंड, अरे नहीं बेटा अभी क्या करते, सास पुराने ज़माने के लोग हैं, समझ लेने का ना, वो बोलते तो नहीं पहनने का जीन्स। उसका रियल प्रॉब्लम क्या था कि हस्बैंड ने उसका सपोर्ट नहीं किया, और मैंने इम्प्लाइड मीनिंग निकाल के उसको समझाने की कोशिश की, जो नॉर्मली घर में भी करते हैं, दोस्त भी ऐसा ही बोलते हैं, कुछ वेलविशर भी ऐसा ही बोलते हैं, बट ये काम काउंसलर का नहीं है। काउंसलर को उस लेडी की रिस्पेक्ट, उस लेडी का ईगो, उस लेडी की सेल्फ स्टीम, सबको प्रोटेक्ट करना है, क्योंकि वो कह क्या रही है कि मेरे हस्बैंड ने मुझे सपोर्ट नहीं किया। इसका मतलब वो उस रिलेशनशिप पर ही सवाल उठा रही है जहां वो सपोर्ट एक्सपेक्ट करती थी। अब वो हस्बैंड ने सपोर्ट नहीं किया, क्या करेगा बेचारा, माँ का साथ देगा या बेटी का, वाइफ का साथ देगा। उसने समय निकाल दिया वहाँ पर, बोले वैसे भी कौन सा मम्मी के साथ 365 दिन रहना है, 7 दिन जाना है गांव में और वापस अपने घर पुणे जाना है। बट उस बात को लेके उस लड़की ने लिटरली तांडव कर दिया और वो फाइनली काउंसलिंग में आ गई। बाद में पता लगा कि वो लड़की इम्पल्सिव है, एग्रेसिव है और हाइपर एक्टिविटी। तो अगर मैं उसको ट्रेडिशनल मीनिंग समझा देता, कल्चरल एस्पेक्ट बता देता और उसको बोलता कि नहीं ना बेटा, काय के लिए झंझट करती हो, नहीं दिया साथ हस्बैंड ने, भूल जाओ उस बात को, क्या करना, अब तुम पुणे में तो हो ना, सेफ हो ना, हस्बैंड है ना तुम्हारे साथ। सो आई एम सिंपैथेटिक विद द क्लाइंट, I am not able to understand the concrete meaning of what client says. I have used implied meaning. This is very important. मेरे पास कई स्टूडेंट जब आते हैं ना, तो पर्टिकुलरली जो इंटर्नशिप करने में ऑन द स्पॉट मेरे यहाँ मेरे क्लाइंट से डिस्कशन करने आते थे, तो जो नए नए स्टूडेंट थे उनके यही सवाल रहते थे, क्या सर इतना आसान सा, ये कोई समस्या है क्या? उनका क्या रहता था, ये कोई समस्या है क्या सर? ये समस्या काउंसलर, इसके लिए काउंसलिंग की जरूरत है क्या सर? हाँ, कई बार वो समस्या होती है। अब समस्या क्या थी वो लेडी की? शी इज बाय नेचर बेसिकली इम्पल्सिव, एग्रेसिव एंड हाइपर एक्टिव। ये उसकी समस्या थी। तो हमने इम्प्लाइड मीनिंग लेके उसके समस्या को और दबा दिया और एक बड़ी प्रॉब्लम खड़ी कर दी। तो हमको इम्प्लाइड मीनिंग नहीं लेना है, कॉन्क्रीट मीनिंग लेना है। मीन्स द वे शी हैज टोल्ड मी हर इशू एंड हर प्रॉब्लम, आई मस्ट अंडरस्टैंड इन द सेम सेंस. The sense should not be changed, and then I go for investigation. That is the meaning of concreteness. I hope you understood this. Then objectivity. Yes, you should be objective. Do not use your subjective meaning. That is true. Open-mindedness. Open-mindedness means freedom from fixed preoccupations and attitude of open receptivity to whatever the client is expressing. Again, concreteness में मैंने open mindedness को explain कर दिया है. So nothing more I have to say here. Sensitive. It implies that the counselor makes a deeper and spontaneous response, cognitive and emotional responses. Again, in the same case, what I tried to understand, I have tried to understand the cognition of the lady who is complaining about the husband. I have tried to understand the emotions of the lady who is trying to complain about the husband. That is the meaning of the sensitivity of a counselor. Non-dominance. Counseling requires counselors to be able to listen whatever the client expresses, and listening is possible only if the counselor controls any dominating tendency. Counselor is knowledgeable person, counselor is expert, and anything goes against attitude of a counselor, there are all chances that counselor may try to impress a counselee that you are not correct here, you are wrong here. And this kind of impression, if given by counselor, means he is dominating the situation. No, counselor should not dominate the situation. He should be receptive, he should be able to understand, and he should be ready to accept what is told by the client, what is explained by the client. I came across many silly cases in which initially I thought, यार ये केस तो भी है क्या? I remember a case in which mother and daughter came to me. There were only two in the family. The daughter was doing some ITI course, and she was employed also. She was an earning member also. And mother was working as a peon in some private company. Both were earning member. A daughter fall in love with the neighbor's son. In her neighbor, a boy was there who was working in NMC as a fourth class employee and temporary. Job is temporary but likely to become a permanent. And his mother, the mother of the boy, was a little clumsy in nature. She was he was also not having father. वो लड़के को भी father नहीं थे. He was also not having father. Both families were not having father. So the mother of the boy was very much having many male friends. सीधा सीधा बताता हूँ. Having many male friends, and she has been seen going with the male here and there, enjoying her life straightway. This is what is told to me by the mother of the daughter. वो लड़की के माँ ने मुझे बताया. And the daughter is in love with the boy. Daughter wants to marry. The boy is also ready to marry. Both are above age of 18. And the mother, daughter's mother, she said, I don't want to give my daughter in that family. Number one, because that lady is not good by character. She is a characterless lady. So then I asked her question. You explain me the character. What is the character? And I straightway asked her, have you understood yourself? What has happened to you after death of your husband? You might not have been indulged in behavior which is called as characterless. She is indulged in a behavior which is called as characterless. But the needs are same. Well, she has agreed with me, the mother has agreed. So then again, your daughter is chosen a right person. Both are agreed. Legally they are entitled to marry. Why you are unnecessary taking objection? Then she told me, वो लड़के की मदर है ना, झगड़ा करती है मुझसे. बोले ठीक है, उससे बात मत करना, दोनों की शादी में तुमको क्या ऑब्जेक्शन है. सो आई वॉज कंप्लीटली सिटिंग ऑन माई क्लाइंट साइड. I was taking my client side and I was going against the mother. Finally she said, no, मैं चाहती हूँ मेरी लड़की वहाँ शादी नहीं करे, मैं इसके लिए अच्छा लड़का ढूंढ दूंगी, उससे अच्छा लड़का ढूंढ दूंगी. Here also then I said कि how much time you will take to find out अच्छा लड़का. तो she said give me 2 years. So I said no, I can't give you 2 years. You take a time of 1 year. And then I convinced the lady, the daughter, कि you wait for your mother. If you get a better boy than a better boy chosen for you by your mother, you think of marrying. You have right to deny. You have right to not accept to the boy on many grounds. And then after 1 year, you marry with the boy you have chosen. And that way, in 2 to 3 counseling, the story ended. Finally, the mother could not search for a right boy and she happily married to the same boy whom she was loving. So that is called as non-dominance of the counselor. I was understanding my counselee's needs. Here, who was my counselee? The daughter was my counselee. The mother was not my counselee. In fact, both came for counseling, but I have chosen who is more important and whom. In fact, the entire counseling is directed towards mother, but I have seen the happiness of my counselee, means I have seen the happiness of my daughter. And this case has been solved in 3 sessions. Here I use this character, non-dominance. I have not dominated the situation. I have listened carefully to both. I have understood their meaning, their context, and what they said is correct, accepted also, but not used the correctness of their meaning. Whatever they said, I have not used it. I have used it in a favor of the daughter, and I have not, in fact, I have also favored the mother. I have given her one year period to find out a right boy. She could not find out, finally married. But after marriage, boy and girl separated from both the mother. And this was advised. What was advised? You will not stay at the neither boys home or nor girls home. वहाँ नहीं रहोगे, आप separate रहोगे. And that was listened by the daughter. The boy never came for counseling. The daughter and mother always came for counseling. That is called as non-dominance nature of the counselor. Here I have not dominated, but I have shown them a path which was suitable for both mother and daughter to find out a solution. I have given enough time to mother, and I have also allowed a daughter to choose what she wants. So that is called as non-dominance. There are many other factors involved in handling the case. These factors cannot be looked into isolation. For understanding purpose, these are given separately, but all these factors are intermingling with each other. While doing the counseling, you cannot only use one aspect separately. Then confrontation. A good, responsible and appropriate confrontation produces growth and encourages an honest examination of oneself. So what I did with the mother here, the example I have explained, what I did with the mother, I have confronted with her, but confronted with genuineness. Confrontation with weightage given to the mother. Confrontation by accepting her will and wish, but Tactfully, I have restricted her wish and will to 1 year. Tactfully, I have told daughter not to stay at both the home. अपने भी घर में मत रहो और अपने ससुराल में भी मत रहो, दोनों नेबर हैं. शादी के बाद में ये दोनों झगड़ा करेंगे और पीछे तुम दोनों जाओगे, हस्बैंड एंड वाइफ. सो यू बेटर फाइंड आउट अ सेपरेट रेंटेड होम आउटसाइड and stay. Same thing, same way it has happened. So I have used the confrontation, but confrontation is used without harming respect, interest, and the goal of my counseling, means mother. I am talking about the mother. Then sense of honor. Humor involves giving a funny, unexpected responses to a question or a situation. It requires both sensitivity and timing on the part of counselor. Humor is very useful tool, but the most important aspect is it must be used at right time, not at wrong time. I cannot laugh at the mother when she said that she will search a good boy for daughter. I can't laugh, because if I laugh, I am hurting the respect of the mother. But I can laugh at the end when both mother and the daughter has accepted the solution given by me. The solution was given for 1 year. The mother will search for a good and better boy. The betterness of the boy and the goodness of the boy will be judged by the daughter. And if mother is not able to search a better boy than the boy whom the daughter loves, the mother will agree to ensure the marriage. And later on, the mother will find out a separate home for both of them, and they will stay. They will not stay with the Maika or Sasural. They will stay outside both the houses. That has been accepted by father. That has been accepted by mother and the daughter. And then I have given a humorous tone. Oh, आपकी अब तो प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो गई है. आई एम कॉन्फिडेंट कि आप ऐसा ही करेंगे. दोनों भी आप समाधानी हो. नाउ यू कैन गो. Thank you very much. Like that. So that was the smile. That was the sense of humor used. So here, this characteristic of good counselor, explain in detail. Counseling goal I will take next time, and we'll finish with this unit.